this really hit me in the right spot. I needed to hear something like this today. It's been a busy, stressful week for me, and this just put me in a great mood. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Lone University. Today, I'm taking on the highest requested act on this channel to date. That is Gacharic Spin. Am I getting that pronunciation right? Featuring the track Mindset and bassist F Chopper Koga. I counted 78 times. This has been requested on various videos. Thank you for your patience. We're going to be checking out Mindset once again off of their self-titled record from 2021 called Gacharic Spin. This is a first-time blind listen. I have no idea what to expect. Let's jump in. Here we go. Yeah. Tear it up. Let's see that again. E? Something like that. Okay, we're in E. Slapping. Woo! I think the bass player has played 4,000 notes so far. This is non-stop, high-octane slap bass the entire time. I love the tone. The tone is perfect slap bass, cutting, just enough scoop and compression to really cut through all the dense layers in this mix. This reminds me of, like, I don't want to say video game music, but, you know, sometimes when I think back to those old classic Super Nintendo games like Guile's theme or any of that stuff, it's like the bass lines were so out of this world. And this kind of reminds me of that. It's just constant percussive slapping, just supporting the entire rhythmic framework of the song. Again, we're in E minor, going down to C to D, kind of going down, taking it low, and E on the verse. You know, slap bass and the key of E go together like peanut butter and jelly, as I always say. Really awesome so far. A lot of dense musicality going on. I'm going to go back a little bit because it is escaping me very quickly. Ooh, that little piano riff. Jazzy, kind of. Ooh, that's catchy. This is my favorite of the 3 Japanese bands I've checked out so far. I really like Band-Maid. I really liked Love Bites. It kind of had that heavier power metal. And I know these are all different artists, so I'm not trying to group them together or anything, but these, you know, I'm new to the Japanese rock and metal scene, and these bands you guys are suggesting me just blow my mind every time in slightly different ways. Band-Maid's a little bit more traditional. Again, I talk about a little punk and thrash. Love Bites was a little heavier, kind of power metal. And now Gacharic Spin, there's something retro about it. It kind of has like a 70s, 80s dance quality to it. This is the most Japanese sounding one of the 3, if that makes any sense. I can really hear that just over the top, just 10 out of 10 on everything, all the way high octane. Yeah, something about it is just retro, just that chord progression. It kind of goes down like... Something about it just has that kind of like Stevie Wonder, Commodores, like classic 70s Motown kind of dance disco. I like that nod to that. And again, there's so much going on, so much density, so much nuance in the keyboard part. And I mean, I just don't even know where to start. I'm just so hooked in on that crazy high octane slap bass so far. Woo, going nuts. I love that pop note. They're putting it right on the it's like right on the E's and U's. So 1D and 1E and and it is just gridlocked in perfection in terms of rhythm. And those pop notes are placed so perfectly in the phrasing of the drums, the singing, it just cuts through. It seems to be repetitive. It's kind of doing that same rhythm, which just gives it a really technical but funky and comfortable groove so far. I'm digging it. Uh-oh, where are we going with this? I thought I was going to jump in and catch that melody, and they twisted it up on me. I got to go back and catch this key stuff. You know, guys, my first instrument was piano. I always have a soft spot for great piano, great synth, great keys stuff. They're really adding a blues flair to it. I can kind of hear some like flat five, minor pentatonic thing going on there. Just little strokes of it in that keyboard part, which just makes it perfect for that, again, that dance funk vibe I'm kind of getting. Let me see if I can catch when that starts. Okay, that's that weird part coming up. Yeah, the keys are, I mean, we're in E here on that kind of vamp, and the keys are kind of going. They're kind of doing that kind of tonality, which just is so perfect. And I love the patch the keyboard player is using. Just has that kind of light, breathy, just boppity kind of sound. I just love the sound choices. Again, the bass tone is great. The guitar part is perfect. This is my favorite blind reaction I think I've done yet. I am just really digging this as someone who loves that retro sound and grew up listening to Motown. Obviously, this is their own modern spin on it, but I'm really impressed. The little twist and turn here is, I gotta see what's going on here. Weird. Okay, I know this is a music video, but she's bassist F Chopper Koga's adding in some double thump there to get those fast kind of thumb lines. It's not all recoil slap pop. It doesn't sound like it. And now that I'm kind of seeing her play in that shot right here. Yeah, right here. Yeah, see? She's grabbing those strings with her thumb, really kind of pushing through it. So this is, again, kind of that classic hybrid of a little bit of double thump, a little bit of thumbing through the string and grabbing it with pops. Once again, she's going, kind of using the Victor Wooten technique, if you know about him, of course. Going down and up through the string. That kind of thing. Perfect for this style, of course. Love those blue acrylic drums. What the hell? Holy shit. I don't cuss on these too much, but that just scratched every like jazz fusion itch that I knew might be coming because how crazy the music was already, and they really went there. Chord modulations, kind of all sorts of, I mean, it was all going by so fast. This is like a little nod to like Dirty Loops or something, which I did a video on Henrik Linder playing some Dirty Loops music a long time ago. This had that flair, just that, I don't even know what to call it, insanity. I want to hear that again. Before that was even over, I was like, I got to go back and hear this. Love that kind of like planing down those circle of fifths things. I want to go show people this band now. I mean, I'm showing people this band right now on YouTube. You know, a lot of you have probably heard of this song. I know some of you were waiting for this reaction, but I am going to like send this video to people. This is really, really great. I'm kind of lost for words. Just, I'm a big fan. It's produced so well. I almost did the live version so I could see the bass player more, but I know listening to the studio version sometimes, it allows me to hear it the exact way the artist wanted it to be heard. And sometimes I get the full picture that way a little bit better. So I'm really glad I chose this. I'm sure live it's performed perfectly, but I just wanted to hear like the produced version of it, all the layers. I could really hear everything. And of course, this music video, breaking the instruments, kind of like The Who, tearing up the stage. I'm a fan. Ooh, love that chord progression. Kind of did that C sharp diminished, it kind of sounded like to me, but we're out of E now. Really nice. Just really smarty pants chord progressions, modulations, lots of like jazz, kind of the way it navigates between the different modulations. Just very, it's smooth, but it's smarty pants stuff. I'm a big fan of that. I always have a soft spot for that stuff. Look at that guitar vocal line unison. Sexy stuff. Now we're like an F. Look at that bass fill. I got to hear that was some little crazy bass run there. Then I heard it go back to the original key, I believe. Now we're back to the beginning. Now it's like rocked up a bit. I'm still processing that one. I genuinely love that. I've done a good bit of blind reactions here on the channel. Some are more like analysis. I want to talk about what I already kind of know in the song, but these blind reactions really surprise me. I've said it before, the Japanese culture in music and rock and metal is simply astounding. I really liked Band-Maid. I really like Love Bites. This is my favorite of those three. If we're talking about the female, the Japanese, the rock and metal thing that you guys have turned me on to, thank you so much. This stuff is awesome. I know the culture and the arts is just, you know, next to none over there, but this really hit me in the right spot. I needed to hear something like this today. It's been a busy, stressful week for me, and this just put me in a great mood. Despite me being a rock and metal bass player, I have a soft spot for these kind of retro. I grew up on Motown and dance and funk, and this kind of reminded me of that with kind of a modern spin and a lot of like jazz fusion added. I wouldn't even know what to call this band other than just rock, Japanese rock, jazz. I don't know. It's hard to label this stuff. Super impressed. The common thread between Band-Maid, Love Bites, and Gacharic Spin is just incredible bass players. Misa, Fami. Now we have F Chopper Koga. The talent's unbelievable. They are all amazing slap bass players. They are amazing writers of the bass parts that know how to drive a song in their style. And I owe you guys so much for turning me on to this stuff, because I always say my favorite part of doing these videos is finding new music. But this one really won me over. So thank you guys so much for recommending this. Please give this video a like. I appreciate the love. And make sure you comment and let me know what else you would like to see. And lastly, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We have lots of great stuff in the works, a lot of variety of different bass players, old and new bass players you haven't heard of, old bass players you might have, and I'm just having fun talking about them and showing the world how cool this freaking instrument can be. So thank you so much for all your support. Cheers. We'll see you next time.